What's going on, y'all? It's another episode of Cali to H-Town. What's going on, OJ? What's good with you, man?
Yo, man, I'm good. What's up with you? I'm just ready to get to work, get on this All Eyes on Me. That's going to be the topic for today.
We're not gonna waste no more time, y'all. Hit the music.
1381 when the game on the line, know the way to get it done, huh? OJ, what's up? Ali, what's up? Follow me, what's up? Yeah. Woo! Cali to H-Town rappers know the juice. And the sports talk stand for the record. If you say it, then it's stand. Ain't no way to go correct it. Your feelings in no way, then you go wait out by the exit. Take it or leave it. Game day, what we believe in. Stay on the bleachers or put your name up by the ceiling. Walk y'all through it. The soundtrack, the sports bars looping. Trophies till we through it. Cause winning covers everything. Everything is wins. Wins a long way, and let's never see the end. Cali to H-Town on the play by play. You in it for the crown or you stay up out the way. Cause winning covers everything. Everything is wins. Rings along the way, and let's never see the end. Cali to H-Town on the play by play. You in it for the crown or you stay up out the way. Cause winning covers everything.
Okay, y'all. So I know we mostly talk about sports topics, but we're gonna leave the sports off of this episode. We have to touch on this. We have to. It's getting a lot of talk on the internet. We have to talk about All Eyes on Me. OJ and I have both seen it, so we're gonna review it for ourselves right here on Cali to H-Town. All right, OJ, I'm gonna let you set it off, man. What were your thoughts on All Eyes on Me? What you think about the Tupac movie?
Yo, so All Eyes on Me. I'm going to just say I was actually overly impressed because I really went in not thinking much or expecting much, especially all the internet reviews because I seen it on like the third or fourth day it was out.
Nah, man, I was hyped. I had to see this movie. I saw it the day it came out, point blank period. I was not going to miss that movie. I was hyped. I've been hyped for it for almost a year now.
To be honest, like I was actually like locked in the whole movie. I mean, contrary to what most people say. I mean, growing up in my generation, I mean, Pac was like half man, half legend because his career basically took place when we were really young. So most of our knowledge and love for Pac came after the fact when he was dead. So everything I seen in the movie, it was like just replays of like all the stories, all the documentaries, all the research, all the music, everything that we basically gathered in the last basically 20 years, since he passed, was basically all compacted in that movie pretty well, at least in my opinion. And from the entertainment factor, I mean, I was basically with it the whole time. It wasn't much flaws to it. I mean, there was a couple things, but it wasn't enough for me to really nitpick and be like, oh, this is garbage. It was a pretty legit flick to me. And one thing I really appreciated was I like the way the timeline, I mean, people probably complain about the accuracy of it, but to me it was pretty accurate because, I mean, they made sure to go all the way until his roots of his Black Panther upbringing, with his mother and stepfather and basically the absence of his father, basically to give you that kind of outlook that he had that revolutionary, blood in him, which is what led to a lot of the events in his career.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite aspects of this movie, man. When they touched on, the Black Power Party's involvement in his upbringing, with his mom being a Panther and, his stepfather being a Panther and really showing the revolutionary aspect, but also the education aspect of it. See, a lot of people have a misconception with the Black Panther Party. All they see is, the leather and the hats and the guns, and they think they were just some militant group that went around shooting people. That ain't how it went down. These people were mostly, a lot of them were college educated, and, the fact that, they showed that relationship between, Afeni and Tupac and, showing how, she had him reading the paper, you know what I mean? That, for Christmas, his stepfather gave him, a composition book to write. Like, that's the aspect of Tupac that a lot of people don't really touch on, is the educational side of who he was, developing his mind. And I thought that was dope.
And then also they made sure to make sure that he had a background in the arts. That's why he became so poetic. That's why he had a way with words. That's why his lyricism was kind of on a different plane than most rappers, because he had that background of theater arts, and that's basically where he met Jada. And also the move to Oakland, it basically got you to understand how he got introduced to the other side, how he basically got with the thug life, how he basically had that mentality that followed in his whole career that got him constantly in trouble, constantly in pain, him constantly, reliving, the struggle that, even his mother had, inside prison, and just, an outlaw versus society type of like cycle. So it kind of showed you, basically how Tupac became Tupac.
Yeah, All Eyes on Me was dope. It was also dope in a way that you got to see everything with Tupac. You saw the emotion, you saw the rage, you saw the attitude, you saw the thug life, you saw the revolutionary side, you saw the intellect, you saw, his heart, you saw his good, his bad, his mistakes, his outbursts. You saw everything that encompassed who Tupac was. And I thought that was powerful because I think Tupac lived his life in a way that, you couldn't nitpick at his mistakes because he showed you all of his mistakes. He showed you where he went right. He showed you where he went wrong. You could not use any of his baggage against him because you saw everything that Tupac did, good, bad, right, or wrong. You saw all of it. I thought that was really, really dope that they got to show you the well-roundedness of Tupac, how well-rounded he really was as an entertainer and as a person. All right, keep it locked, y'all, as we continue our conversation on All Eyes on Me.